Arhomuzone. I'm Arhomuz. Welcome into the zone. We realize that this visualize and actualize is not everybody's eyes. It's for the Magi's, those in reality of the Trinity, the high priests of Levi, and those whose art resounds in the higher high. He that dwelleth in the sea, crit place of the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Today is March 30th day of March. My daughter's birthday. She's 30 today, my oldest child, Atlantis Simone. Wishing her a blessed Earth Day. She's 30 on this day of the 30. 2 days ago was my son Minkus's 29th birthday, another illustrious artist and tattoo artist who will be featured in the zone soon. And also my youngest son, Arhomuz Angelo, an artist and rapper in his own right, whose works will hit this planet very, very soon. Happy Earth Day to my daughter, to my son 2 days ago, and blessings to my youngest son. Together, I call them the Trinity. As we know, the Trinity is the three in one, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. As they grew up as children, they depended on me, and I depended upon the Most High. Now, the song that you're about to hear is a song that we recorded a while back with the Mighty Hearts. It's called I'm Depending on You, Jesus. It features me on the drums and background, Jerry on bass, Maine on guitar, and Dave Landis, bless his soul, on the lead vocal. Let us listen now to I'm Depending Upon You, Jesus.
St. John 8 and 12. Verily, I say unto you, he that follows me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. So that I could tell, you picked me up and you turned me around, gave me the joy that I now have found. There's no secret to what my God can do. What He's done for others, He will do for you. He will do for you. All you got to do is try Him. Now you're really
Inhale the breath of life, exhaled by my ancestors. My love knows no boundaries and is as eternal as the wind. I am the product of pyramid ingenuity. I am the protector of the chamber door. My mind is my weapon that protects me against ignorance. I am the never-ending fountain of life. I am the future, and the future is now. My children are the future. Your children are the future. But let us remember, as the words of the prophet come through, your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, yet not from you. And though they are with you, they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you, for life goes not backwards, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children as living arrows are sent forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrows may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness, for even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable. As parents and elders upon the earth, it is hard sometimes to relinquish the fact that the path that the children walk is not one that we necessarily see for them, but we must remember they come through us, but not from us. The My Three represent the Trinity, and they come from strong grandfathers who, in the Black Power movement, were very involved on the street level of making life better for black people. My father, Larry Aubrey, a journalist, an activist, and an advocate for human relations and building bridges, writer for the Los Angeles Sentinel, was a very deep influence on them. And their other grandfather, Ernest Two Eggs, in the Nation of Islam, of the Fruit of Islam, security for Khalid Abdul Muhammad, who served under the minister Louis Farrakhan. These were deep influences for my children growing up, an extension of myself. As the revolution continues, where we go and what we do, it was through Malcolm X and Martin Luther King in America that influenced my spiritual growth and understanding. It was Martin Luther King whose message was international. All men should have the right. And it was Malcolm X who was national for black people, that his message was that the black man must elevate himself through his own unity and through his own understanding. In America also, a great influence that came to the shores, also based on spiritually Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, came the religion of Rastafari from Jamaica. It was brought here by Bob Marley. And Bob Marley's message was, give thanks and praise to the Lord and it will be all right. He, in many ways, was like King. His bandmate and soldier that fought side by side was Peter Tosh. And Peter was like Malcolm X. Peter was a nationalist, and he was about the upliftment and advancement of the black man, his people. Let us listen now to power, which is what it means to have black power. We see elders in this video, Chicago, back in the day, of the elders bringing music to the streets the same way these young people do now. We need more elders like this in the world. We need more young people in the world to bring the message of the Most High to the streets. Let us look at some vintage footage. Power to live. Let us go to the good book now. Ecclesiastes. It's one of the shortest chapters, but is one of the most richest because it deals with the wisdom that comes from the Most High. Ecclesiastes 8:4. Where the word of a king is, there is power. Where the word of a king is, there is power. And we all know who the ultimate king is. Ecclesiastes 9:7 says, "Go thy way, eat thy bread with joy, and drink thy wine with a merry heart, for God now accepteth thy works." That's very powerful. Go thy way, eat thy bread with joy, and drink thy wine with a merry heart, for God now accepteth thy works. It is the spirit in which we do many things. A lot of times from this new hip-hop music, we get the wrong idea about the spirit and the elements that the Most High God has put down here for us. The artist Ludacris once said, "The more drinks in your system, the harder the fight." No, that is misuse of the elements. It speaks of eating thy bread with joy and drinking thy wine with a merry heart, not an evil heart, not a violent heart, not a negative heart. The elements that the Most High has put here for us. 9:10 says, "Whatever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might." Whatever thy hand findeth to do it with thy might. And that touches upon each and every person's purpose here on this earth, because we all have a purpose and a plan, and we all have assignments, hopefully, of things that we get up in the day and we were assigned to do, things in our heart that God gives us to do, things that we must accomplish, things we must achieve. This is why we are here. We are here upon this earth to build the kingdom in any way that we can. Gil Scott Heron said, and they call him that, the man's name is Heron, but in the black community, for some reason, they want to call him Gil Scott Heron. Gil Scott Heron said, "The revolution will not be televised." Maybe not, but it will definitely be computerized. He who navigates the matrix of Babylon to bring forth intent, purpose, and numbers will have a mighty, mighty effect upon the outcome of the battle. For it is not a battle of flesh and blood, but powers and principalities in high places. The new revolution. What is the revolution? The re-evolution. That which we must do to set all men free by letting go. It says, "Choose not the ways of the oppressor." Bob Marley was influenced by Curtis Mayfield. He was patterning his musical channel after the Impressions. And Curtis was a musical prophet from America. Everything that Curtis wrote was magnificent and was beautiful. We will listen now to Steel Pulse, Hanworth Revolution. Steel Pulse was one of Bob Marley's, if not Bob Marley's, favorite band. They come from England. They sing about revolution in the way that they go forth. Let us listen now to Steel Pulse.
So love that! Your reggae sound splash and the lightning no flash, no breeze no dash and Babylon a crash. And that's why they got to be answered to revolution.
on earth as it is in heaven. 7 words that are so powerful. The heavenly realm and the physical realm. On earth as it is in heaven. And we must remember, we are spiritual beings living an earthly existence, not earthly beings living a physical existence. In Ecclesiastes, the words of wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. It says the words of wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. Wisdom is better than weapons of war. Wisdom is better than weapons of war. Let us remember, good people, that the battle does not go to the swiftest nor the strongest, for it is not a battle of flesh and blood, but powers and principalities in high places. And as we walk upon the earth, we look for strength that comes from above to rise from within us and come out of us to affect every part of life we're living. Oh, black people in America and beyond, for what we do here on the West Coast can affect the entire world. What goes on in California can affect the earth. What goes on in Los Angeles can affect the whole globe. So as we broadcast from the City of Angels in the blessed city of Inglewood, let us remember, as we build the kingdom of the Most High, 7 words that bring comfort and peace on earth as it is in heaven. I'm Arhomuz. This has been another Arhomuzone. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time, which is the blessed time. Peace and blessings.